No better way to wrap up X Games Osaka than with one of our favorites, an event that is always awe-inspiring. We welcome you now to the men's skateboard park here from the Kyocera Dome. What's happening, everybody? B. Graham alongside Amelia Brodka. And Amelia, I can't wait for this one. We've got such a stacked field, and this is an amazing course that I think really plays to the strengths of all 8 skateboarders.
And so beautifully designed as well. You've got a little Osaka cityscape in there. You've got a metro train and just incredibly compelling combination of lines that could take you through the whole park. And these skaters are definitely all going to be taking unique approaches to it.
A lot of mainstays that we always see here in our skateboard park at X Games. Our defending gold medalist from Japan last year, Tom Shar, certainly is one to watch, but you can never count out some of these guys that are household names in X Games royalty, like Pedro Barros and Kieran Woolley, fresh off of competing in the street event, is getting in the mix. Gavin Bacher, of course, Tate Carew, and maybe the most talented man in this discipline, Keegan Palmer. But they'll all be chasing Tom Shar, who won gold in Japan in this event last year.
Tom Shar's been on an absolute tear, put out an incredible video part called Bert's Not Dead, where he skates transitions of all shapes and sizes and sometimes even throws soccer goals into the mix. So that man can skate anything.
An ATV for sure. So here's what we're playing on. We've got the playoffs, 8 skateboarders, 2 runs each. Count that single best run, and we cut it down to just 4 for the final. A look at the lineup. Again, Tom Shar is the defending gold medalist from this event. But of course, Keegan Palmer won gold at this event in Ventura last summer. So it will be really fun to watch those two especially battle it out here today in Osaka.
Don't count out Yuro Nagahara, who's the lone Japanese skater in this field, but such an incredibly powerful skater and takes really unique lines in the park.
Yeah, that's a rarity here at X Games Osaka, where Japan has dominated all of the skateboard disciplines. Just one Japanese athlete in this field. We kick things off from the Queen Creek, Arizona native Trey Wood, making his 14th X Games appearance, owner of 3 X Games medals.
He's been at a ton of X Games, but we haven't seen him in too many competitions as of late. Mostly focused on filming, putting out various video parts. And he did compete at the Swamp Fest event where he was a standout. But to see him in traditional run format, it will be fun to watch what he's got in store for us.
There you see Yuro Nagahara out of Hakuba, Japan. This will be his 5th X Games appearance. Still in search of that first podium finish.
Started skating when he first saw his dad skate. An uncharacteristic early fall for Yuro, going big on the first hit over that vert volcano. And with this format, he's only going to have one more shot at it.
Owner of 6 X Games gold medals. A bronze last summer at X Games Ventura. He has the most golds and most medals in this discipline. The one and only Pedro Barros.
So much speed and power to start off his run. I love that alley-oop, lean air. Oh, and throwing in a manual for good measure. Frontside grinding his way over to the vert volcano. Transferring up the back lip, poking the frontside air. Nice backside Smith. Going right into frontside Smith. Such great use of the course. That's something to really admire about the way that Pedro skates. Not only is he powerful, but he knows how to work a park course. And ending with a bang. Huge 5. Had a little bit more time, but such a great first run from Pedro.
Also, I'm going to crown it best helmet at X Games Osaka. Goes to Pedro Barros.
I would have to agree. That is a great helmet.
Pedro made his X Games debut 15 years ago in Los Angeles 2010, where in his debut he won gold in park. Certainly was a mainstay until about 2018, and then took a 5-year hiatus only to return in Ventura a couple of years ago and just missed the podium then, and then got bronze last summer. Then we move on to Kieran Woolley. He's won this event before, owner of 3 X Games medals. This his 6th appearance.
He is a wild one to watch. Such great style. We just saw him in men's skateboard street where he put on a show for everybody, grinding the rails around the street course and really using the course well here. Oh, back boneless with his foot all the way on the top of that sub box. Oh no, just missing the grab on that tail grab. He fits so many tricks into that run because of how fast he goes and the lines that he takes.
Yeah, it's controlled chaos to find.
Oh, the kickflip Indy, transferring over and then missed a grab right after that.
So Tate Carew just missing the podium in park at X Games Chiba last year, finishing in 4th. Hasn't earned an X Games medal, but that could change here in Osaka.
I mean, don't count him out. He was ranked #1 on the World Skate Olympic qualifiers going into the Paris 2024 Olympics. So certainly has a lot of podiums under his belt in that series. Nice kickflip Indy on that vert volcano there. Back smithing back over to the other side of the park. Oh,
yes.
Going up to front tail on the sub box. A body jar there, maybe trying to figure out what his next move is, but still looking very controlled. Nice lean to tail. Putting it together on his first run. Definitely do not count Tate out of a podium contention.
Well, a full pool matters when we've only seen one thus far. Again, top 4 moving on to the final. Can he get that solid score under his belt on his first run?
Riding for Tony Hawk's Birdhouse Skateboards. He was surprised with a pro model by Tony himself, as well as Gons at the Paris Olympics. And sitting on a 78 right now. I think he could have a stronger finish to his run, but there were a lot of things to appreciate in that run.
Gavin Bacher, now 18 years old. Gavo really growing up in front of our eyes on the X Games stage. We remember him from the Next X Am contest at X Games Minneapolis in 2017, 2018, 2019. And he's always right there.
What?
Wow.
He went to frontside grind the bus and then turned it into a 50-50 and then sort of grabbed on the way out. That was just a unique combination of things happening there, as was that 360 1-foot lean air. Oh.
And Amelia, you know, we talk so much about Keegan and obviously Tom Shar, but Gavo has just sneaky been a podium finisher threat his entire X Games career. He's got 4 X Games medals, a couple silver, a couple bronze. So consistent as we take another look. Yet to find that top spot. But his skating just continues to grow, and he's really good in this format.
He's got a very unique bag of tricks. Ones we don't usually see, like that 360 lean air where he kicked his front foot down, kind of like a Madonna. Definitely cool to watch to see what he brings to the table.
Owner of 2 X Games gold medals, 2 Olympic gold medals, representing Australia, Keegan Palmer.
Huge 540 right after the alley-oop 3 right there. Kickflip lean, also alley-oop. 360 lean as well. So stylish, even on that back Smith. Nose blunt on the Vertkano. Nice backside tail slide. Transferring over, looking really solid. Back sugarcane as well, and then the kickflip Indy fakie. Turning back around, how's he gonna end it? Nice lean disaster. Wow, what a strong way to start this playoffs.
And Keegan doing Keegan things on his very first run here in the playoffs.
Just blasting that 5.
Huge.
And then the kickflip alley-oop lean. That's gonna be a huge score.
We're in Club 90.
Too easy, too
Keegan
easy.
Palmer taking over the top spot. So Tom Shar, owner of 15 X Games medals, getting a bronze in vert yesterday. 3 golds in his career, including his first ever park gold that he won last year.
All right, this run is incredible so far. I mean, he kickflip indied over the box jump the wrong way, and then now doing an alley-oop kickflip indie. He did a tail grab 5 from one side to the other of the park, and then this stale fish 360 right into a melon 5, looking really strong. What? And the nose stall on the sub box popping off and back in. I think that might be challenging Keegan's score right there. That was so impressive.
Yeah, he's a problem.
All right, to be able to nose stall on that X Games sub box and just pop out switch. So technical.
You know, we talked about it off the top, this being the rubber match, right? Keegan winning gold in Ventura last summer. Tom winning gold in Chiba in this event last year. Having them both go head-to-head and battle it out like this. A score of 93 for Tom Shar, comfortably putting him into the top spot.
Solid. And this is his 3rd competition this X Games. Wow.
Yeah, that's such a good point, Amelia. Pretty incredible what Tom Shar's been able to put together in both vert and vert best trick, and now park. So we're halfway through our playoffs, and there you see the top 4 right now. Things can change here on the second and final attempts of the playoffs, but it's Tate Carew holding on to that 4th and final spot. Can Trey Wood knock on the door? Trying to replace that 24.33. And there you see Tate Carew's score of 78 is what would need to be bested to get into that finals group.
Oh, just squatting out that lean air. Losing a little bit of speed. Trying to regain it here with that 50-50 across. Nice controlled frontside Smith grind through the corner. Eggplant on the volcano. Oh, no. Just missing that indie air. But he looks psyched to be back at X Games.
Yeah, all 3 of Trey's X Games medals coming via big air. Hadn't found the podium in park. And something happened while we were in replay. It got the VIP section going. What a chain on Trey.
Strong.
That thing's heavy.
He's weighing him down.
Yuro Nagahara trying to best, I want to make sure I say this as respectfully as possible, a 1.33 from his first run attempt.
Falling on the first wall is tough, especially when it's skate until you fall. But so far, looking like redemption here. Oh, wow, that was such a unique transfer. Going down on the same hip as Trey, but going the opposite direction. Oh, so disappointing. Have the lone Japanese skater not making his run in the playoffs.
Such a strong all-around talent. Skates in the park, in the pool, vert, street. And unfortunately today, not his day. Yuro will not be moving on to the final. So Pedro in the top 4. Sizable gap between he and Keegan. Second and third. Oh! Would have loved to have seen him put that down and keep that run going. But now we have to sit and wait, because there's still a couple of guys who could bump him. But as of right now, he's in the top 4.
You see his dad, Andre, does so much for skateboarding in their community.
Go Kieran. We've got some Kieran Woolley fans in the house here in Osaka. Right now, he's trying to get into the top 4.
Skates so fast. And because of that, he can hold his grinds to really go the distance. And that is such a cool part of his run, to be able to gap onto that frontside grind and take it down the rounded escalator, and then be able to do that back boneless. Oh, just missing the kickflip indie this time. Ah, so disappointing not to be able to see a full Kieran run. But he's gonna go for it anyway. Oh, that front nose grind. I would have loved to have seen that. He did a front nose grind in the street competition, which just blew all the other skaters away because of the way that he got onto the rail, just completely ollied over the top of it, and everybody lost their minds.
So Kieran will not be moving on to the final. Tate Carew sitting in that 4th spot. Really only one guy left who could potentially bump him out, Gavin Bodker. Can he give himself a little more breathing room and potentially catch up to Pedro's 81?
Great combination of tricks here. Into the deep end, moving his way around. Nice backside Smith grind, moving back to the other side of the park course. Gapping up, no, onto the sub box. He got it in his first run, and now he will just have to sit and wait to see if Gabo puts down a strong run.
He has left the door open. The door is ajar. Can Gavin Bacher go through it? This will be interesting. So Tate Carew sitting in that 4th spot. There you see, 78. That's the score Gavin Bacher would need to beat to jump up into the top 4 and move on to the final.
Huge Madonna to start his run. And then going for the slob fast plant on the vert Kano. Big padless 5, getting a little squirrely, but saving it.
Wow.
Frontside air disaster. Alley-ooping. Huge stalefish. Oh, going switch over the box jump this time, and no, just falling off. Unfortunately, not able to complete a run, which Tate Carew is relieved about, I'm sure.
Wow. Amelia, he was on one.
I know, I think that maybe ollieing onto the train wasn't quite what he was going for, so had to do a little bit of improvising from there. And just kind of threw him off mentally.
A little smooth jazz did him in. So Gavin Bacher does not improve, and 5th place when only 4 move on to the final is a tough spot to be. So it really comes down to positioning at this point. Keegan Palmer sitting in 2nd place. We'll see how he plays it. He, of course, is moving on to the final.
Big alley-oop in the air. Backed up by a big melon 5. Oh, switched it up that time. Unfortunately, not able to make it, but still very comfortably in 2nd place, which means that Tom Shar will be the last skater to drop in our final.
It's an enviable position to be, especially with this roster heading into the final, to have that last say, to be the final boss. It will be Tom Shar. So this run, purely window dressing. Just a huge first run from Tom Shar, setting the pace here in the playoffs. And he is just covering so much ground.
Oh, not enough ground on that backsmith, unfortunately. But has come such a long way from such a supportive family. His parents built him a vert ramp where there were none, and it's really paid off.
So the playoffs officially in the books. Tate Carew had to sit and wait in that 4th and final spot, but he moves on to the finals. The most decorated man in the field, Pedro Barros, back in the mix at X Games. You'll love to see it. He'll, of course, be going in. 2-time gold medalist Keegan Palmer is ready to battle it out with our top-ranked qualifier, the one and only Tom Shar. What a final we have a brewing here at X Games Osaka.
is the place to be.
Welcome to the party.
Oh my goodness, Colby Raha. Oh, we've broken the record.
Arissa True. The game done changed.
Kevin Peraza.
The flare whip. Is he
Wow, he touched it. Hannah Roberts, the first ever women's BMX Park X Games gold.
Is Nyjah Houston about to make history?
Unbelievable.
The answer is yes.
Shout out X Games. We love y'all.
Just 5 days away, X Games Salt Lake City. But first, we wrap up X Games Osaka. It's now time for the men's skateboard park final. Brandon Graham alongside my partner Amelia Brodka, and we've got just 4 skateboarders left to duke it out for X Games Gold.
With only 2 runs each, they are gonna need to just send their best run right off the bat. No time for safety runs out here.
There you see our start list.
Tate Carew starting us off.
Tate, the only one in this field without an X Games medal. Pedro Barros, a legend, more medals than anyone in this discipline. Keegan Palmer, 2-time gold medalist in this event. And of course, Tom Shar, our top-ranked qualifier, owner of 15 X Games medals. Welcome to the park finals. It's the final event of X Games Osaka 2025. What an incredible place, incredible venue. Our first time here at the Kyocera Dome. Can't say enough good things about the hospitality of everyone here, Amelia. We've loved our time here in Osaka. I don't want to leave. I know we have to get on planes and get to Salt Lake City eventually, but I am going to spend as much time as I can here in Osaka.
That's a great plan.
Just 4 skateboarders in this final. And I love the battles that we've seen over the last couple of years between Keegan and Tom specifically. And I can't wait to see what both of those guys put down when the lights shine brightest here in the final. Tate Carew getting ready to kick things off. 20 years old, the Point Loma native, making his 6th X Games appearance. Still in search of that first podium finish. Can he earn a medal out here today?
Oh, wow, what a great way to start. Just missing that box jump, unfortunately. But clearly has a lot of upgrades in store for us from his playoffs run. So hopefully we can see him link it together in run number 2.
Pedro Barros, now 30 years old, hit the X Games stage when he was just 15, winning gold in his debut event back in 2010. What a story it would be if he could reclaim the top spot 15 years later.
So much power behind his skating. Gosh, everything is just blasted.
Ooh.
And when it's that blasted and there's no flat bottom between transitions, it's easy to loop out.
Pedro, of course, you know, we talked so much about Keegan versus Tom. There were some incredible battles over the years between Pedro Barros and Curran Caples in this event. An awesome rivalry throughout the mid-2000s. And Pedro still getting it done in the mix here, but will have to clean things up on his second and final run. So we move on to our gold medalist from X Games Ventura last summer, Keegan Palmer. Had a 90 in playoffs, which we thought might be the high score until Tom Shar laid this course aflame, becoming the top-ranked qualifier. But here's Keegan.
Nice melon 5. Kickflip, alley-oop, lean, done so beautifully. And then right into the lean 360 over the box jump. Taking the backsmith through the corner, so controlled. Nose blunt on the volcano. Backside tail slide around the cityscape. Whoa, going the wrong way over the box jump. Deck checking a little bit. Lean air transfer, getting kind of wild on him. Kickflip, Indy, fakie to end his run. He looks surprised. His feet did wander a tiny bit, but he was able to save it.
A full pull for the 22-year-old, trying to add to his medal collection of 3 career X Games medals. And can he earn a 3rd career X Games gold?
The way that he and Tom just kind of play off of each other's energy is so fun to watch.
An 85.33 for Keegan Palmer. And now our top-ranked qualifier, our gold medalist from X Games Chiba last year, Tom Shar.
One of the most talented transition skaters of all time. This guy can skate anything, whether it's mega ramps, vert ramps, park, just such an incredible force. The tail grab 5 going around the cityscape, and then the front blunt on the volcano. Alley-oop kickflip Indy right there. Tail sliding around that love seat. Stalefish 360. Melon 5 looking like a really strong run from Tom. And is he gonna get this nose stall? Yes, he is, and pop back in to the transition. And then a fakie 5-0 at the very end. Just such an excellent run from Tom.
And you called it, partner. The way these two feed off of one another. Keegan puts down a strong run, and it's contagious for Tom Shar. So sick.
That stalefish is so fun to watch. Just the tweak on that.
All those bong rims. Oh, fuck, right on live TV.
I said shit yesterday.
A 90.33. Tom and Keegan discussing words they can't say on television. And just like that, Tom Shar picking up where he left off in the playoffs. Taking over first place. Run 1 of the final officially in the books. And it's Tom, Keegan, and Pedro rounding out our top 3. Ama. The cool part about this is the last event, right? So you get to see so many of the athletes who have been putting it down all weekend coming and converging all to watch this final one together. It's what makes the X Games uniquely the X Games. So here's Tate Carew. His last chance to potentially invade the podium. He's got to put together a solid full pull here.
Looking really good so far. So many flip trick combinations to start. Kickflip Indy on the volcano. Front feeble through the corner. Backsmithing back over the other section of the park. And then olling up to tail on the sub box, squatting it out, but saving it. Getting the body jar in as well. Great backside tail slide. I love the way he stands up on that. Frontside lip slide, high speed through the corner. taking his foot off on the backside ollie. He is hyped to put that run together. Definitely a stronger one than his playoffs run as well, especially with that start.
Yeah, easily Tate's best run of the day. That will certainly put him up into the top 3. Obviously, Pedro will be dropping in after him to see if he can leapfrog him back. But a score of 84 puts Tate Carew into that bronze medal position. But how does Pedro Barros answer back?
With a high five and a hug. Gotta love the camaraderie of these skaters.
Yeah, something Tate said that really stuck with me is, you know, he's got such great friendships with everybody here, Keegan, Pedro, Euro, and he said maybe other sports are country versus country, but skateboarding is a worldwide brotherhood. Clearly on full display here. So can Pedro put one of his signature runs together here in the final?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That combination was wild. Fitting in a manual and then frontside grinding his way into the corner, keeping it going with so much speed and power. Front Smith through the corner, going to the distance. Oh, what? Okay, that's a make. Contest make right there. Going for the varial flip. Alley-oop 3. Let's count it.
So Pedro somehow staying on his board, Amelia.
But I think we're gonna see Tate get a podium, get a medal.
That would be the first of his X Games career.
This front nose grind into that pocket with no flat bottom and then manualing out. Such a cool way to use this course.
So a score of 79.66, which means Tate Carew will earn his very first career X Games medals. But now all eyes on who's going to win gold. Keegan earned it last summer in Ventura. Tom Shar got the best of him at X Games Chiba last year. Now Keegan sits in that silver medal spot. He drops in. How does he best Tom Shar's score of 90.33 here on his final run?
His playoffs run did land him in the 90s. I wonder if he's gonna repeat that here. Looking powerful on that melon 5. Oh! He was trying to blast that kickflip alley-oop lean and unfortunately just not getting it, which means we get a Tom Shar victory lap. What a treat.
So Keegan Palmer will have to settle for silver, and Tom Shar goes back-to-back in Japan.
Please.
So after earning a medal yesterday in vert, he wins gold in men's skateboard park. What a showing for Tom Shar, who earlier today also competed in vert best trick.
Oh, wow. I would have loved to have seen that. The alley-oop lip around the buildings.
And the storied career of Tom Shar continues, earning his 16th career X Games medal, his 4th career X Games gold.
Oh, he heard me. Thanks, Tom. That was beautiful.
Congratulations to Tom Shar winning gold.
And Tate earning bronze. Birdhouse teammates right there.
Tom Shar wins gold, Keegan Palmer with the silver, and Tate Carew earning bronze. Congrats, Tom.
That looks just like him.
That's a great caricature of Tom Shar. Well, Tom Shar left no doubt about it from his very first run in the playoffs to his very first run in the finals. This was his contest. It's pretty amazing if you think about it. He won his very first park gold last year in Chiba, Amelia, and now he goes gold again here at X Games Osaka. He feels like a guy who just might go on a run in this discipline.
I mean, clearly he had more to give, as you saw with that victory lap. He was going to start with the alley-oop lip slide around the cityscape. Such a treat to watch.
Such a fun showing. Watching the boys put it down here in men's skateboard park. We anticipated a battle for gold between Keegan Palmer and Tom Shar, and we got just that. And when the dust settled, it was Tom Shar going back-to-back, winning gold here at X Games Osaka.